So today with us we have one of the winners of UPSC 2024, Krishna C, who secured 139th rank
Yes,
in
sir.
prestigious civil services examination. And I think she will be reaching her desired goal this time. 139 is a very good rank, and probably we will see her in the top three services, either IAS, IPS, or IFS. And hearty congratulations, Krishna, for your
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So this is a rare feat because in our country, lakhs of aspirants are there for UPSC examinations, and out of that, very few could reach this milestone, and that's not a simple task. It's one of the most, what we can say, painstaking effort. It's a
Yes.
result of years of hard work, and once again, from myself and for Shankara IAS Academy, I extend our congratulations again. And before that, Krishna,
Thank you, sir.
let me ask you a question. See, many times our aspirants are inspired to this UPSC through variety of means. Either in our generation, it was the movies like Mammootty,
Yes.
the King as a collector, Firebrand
Yes.
collector, or Suresh Gopi as the commissioner. So these things inspire us. So people like you were inspired by something like this. So this will be helpful for the future aspirants also. Can you just explain what inspired you to this civil services as a career?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I was a academically proficient student in school. I was very studious, and people around me they kept saying you should be a collector or an IAS officer. And at that point, I did not know what it entailed. But then there was also this idealistic kind of a feeling that you can do something good in the society if you are an IAS officer. So it was these kind of feelings or the thoughts which were put into my head by others around me that was the initial spark for taking on this journey. But then later, we also, as I grew older and I understood more of the reality of things, I understood that a lot of that is true because there are IAS officers like TV Anupama ma'am and others who were very inspiring in their work profile as well, and they were very fearless in taking on the challenges head on, and their actions have actually made a difference in the society. So all of these aspects made me want to pursue this as a career.
Okay, so you were inspired by the real life experiences, Anupama
Yes.
and all those things. And Krishna, can you just explain your background, educational background, your societal background, like you are from rural or urban area? All these are nowadays important. See, earlier people used to say that only this is for the urban center students only, but now there is no urban-rural divide as such with the growth of technology. But still, the lot of people will be waiting to know your background, educational background. Are you from government school background or CBSE background? Many things will be there. Can you just explain what was your
Yes, sir.
background till your graduation or something like that?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I had a very different childhood because I had my education in over 3 states and over 6 schools because my father was a banker and he used to get transferred and we used to accompany him. So I had a mostly urbanized background because of this certain profile, but I had also had a lot of, there was no continuity in my studies because I kept switching schools and that was a challenge. And mostly I have done in Calcutta, in Mumbai, and several parts of Kerala in my schooling. After that, I did electronics and communication engineering from Federal Institute of Science and Technology in Angamali, FISAT. And after that, I was posted as an analyst. I got through recruitment drive. I got a campus placement in Standard Chartered Bank Scope International, which is now the global business services of Standard Chartered Bank. And I worked there for 3 years as an analyst. And it was during this time that I wanted to. I was faced with a kind of a do or die situation because either I had to continue working in the IT field or I had to switch the careers and try to pursue this dream of civil service. And after 3 years, I resigned in order to pursue this dream. So this was my background until then. And I hail from Perumbavoor in Ernakulam district of Kerala.
So that is very near to my home also. I am from Kolanjeri, so it's
Oh,
very
great, sir. Great.
okay. So when I was going through your DAF, I could see that there's multiple attempts were taken by you to reach
Yes,
this.
sir.
So it was a lengthy process, and
Yes.
there is a lot of ups and downs, mentally, physically, and all.
Yes,
So can
definitely.
you just explain your civil services experiences right from the first attempt to this victory?
Yes, sure, sir. As you rightly pointed out, sir, it was full of ups and downs. And I honestly did not believe that I would take 6 attempts to crack, finally get into a good rank. The first attempt was in 2019. I managed to clear prelims, but I had no idea how to deal with mains because I did not have a proper guidance back then. And I did not clear mains on my first attempt. The second attempt was the COVID year. I had to relocate to back to my home, and my home is my comfort space. And I am of a mindset that if I'm comfortable, I don't do anything worthwhile. So I lost that attempt in the prelim stage itself. I could not make it past prelim stage. Then it was in the third attempt that I relocated again to Trivandrum because I knew that I had to do something about it and not stay at home and miss on the opportunity. And the third attempt, I managed to clear prelims, mains, and I reached the interview stage. And it was in that particular attempt that because of low interview marks, I could not clear the final cutoff. So due to some marks difference and low interview marks. The third attempt also I could not make it. It was in the fourth attempt that I finally cleared, but that was in the reserve list. I missed the general cutoff by some 4-5 marks, and because of that, I could make it to the reserve list, and I was allotted a pretty good service, which is the Indian Information Service, where I'm currently posted and I'm undergoing training. But even then, I had a dream to really crack it and get into the top services. And I took extraordinary leave. And this is the 2024, which is the sixth attempt in which I managed to clear. In between, in the 2023 attempt also, I was so downhearted because of constant failures in interviews. The reserve list had not come out yet. And I also had the Forest Service interview. Even that I missed by a small margin. So I was not in a good mental space to give the 2023 attempt, and I did not clear the prelim stage of that attempt. And it was finally in 2024 that I have achieved the 139th rank.
So, from Krishna's experience, perseverance seems to be the most important trait for success. And from your talk for the last question, two things I identified. One thing is that you couldn't clear the first attempt because of the lack of guidance.
Yes.
So, that's the important point you said, lack of guidance. So, how crucial or how much crucial is a coaching in a reputed civil service academy for success? What's your opinion? See, because many people used to say that there is no need for academies, you can manage it through the knowledge sources here and there. So, how crucial is what you call the guidance, and that guidance from a reputed IAS coaching academy? How much important is that in the success?
Okay, so I think so in this we have to divide the kind of aspirants into two parts, which is there is a minority which have a background in civil services through their parents or somebody who they know, their friend circle or someone. They may manage to get a proper guidance from them. So for those people, the proper coaching may not be needed. But the wide majority who are unaware of how the exam is carried out, what are the different stages, how do we approach the different stages, for them coaching is definitely an enabler. So it even for that category, coaching is only an enabler. The highest priority should be on the individual effort, or what actually puts you across the line is the individual effort. But it definitely makes it easier, it enables you, it facilitates you if you have a good guidance from a proper, honest, consistent and quality coaching center.
Right. And the second thing you said that you came out of the comfort zone of your home.
Yes.
And you relocated to Trivandrum. So,
Yes.
how much crucial is that? Can an aspirant sit at home and prepare, or he or she should go to a coaching area like Trivandrum, Chennai, Delhi, so that some peer pressure and all will be there? What's your opinion and what's your advice for the future students? Because why I ask this question is that in my classes in Trivandrum itself, daily students are traveling 4 hours. That is 2 hours, 2 hours to and fro. they are wasting 4 hours plus, and then they are sitting at their home. And I find it actually they are wasting a lot of time and effort. So, what's your advice to such aspirants, whether to be at home or to be in a hostel? What will be better?
So for this again, I think you should understand yourself and how you work, how you are how do you study. If you are used to your comfort space, if you can study properly, you can carry out all your schedule properly in your comfort space, which is your home, which may or may not be your home. It's okay if you're preparing from home. There are many people who have cleared only by preparing from their home and not going to any other places. But for me, especially, that did not work out. And I think there will be many people who connect with my experience, in which some people, there are a lot of people can't just give the final push or shove comes from discomfort. So for such aspirants, it's always better to go leave your comfort space and move to a different place where you get more peer support, like you mentioned. And for the particular aspect that you mentioned, sir, of traveling a lot, that is also, even though it's their call, they should also be sensible enough to understand that you are wasting a lot of time in travel, and travel is an energy and time consuming exercise. And for an exam as strenuous as UPSC, both your energy and your time are important. So they have to take a call on it and understand what is the most sensible thing to do. So if the most sensible thing for them individually is to relocate, then that should be their plan.
Okay, Krishna. Then every class, we, the teachers in this UPSC, as well as the vendors, will get a question from each and every new aspirant. Ma'am, how many hours we should study daily basis? So for them to get your opinion, I am asking this question: how much time you allotted on a daily basis for preparation?
So there have been days in which I studied for 10 hours. There have been days I did not study at all. And I think the important thing is to be broadly consistent, not consistent on a daily life, because I don't think that's actually humanly possible. We may have different physical issues, mental issues. We may just not feel like studying for some days. All those are perfectly valid reasons, according to me, except that it should not be a everyday reason. It should not be something which you use as an excuse to forego what you are supposed to do. So I cannot tell. I mean, honestly, I cannot say that I studied for these many hours every day. Like I said, it varied, but I was broadly consistent, and I think that is what everyone should achieve to be. The thing is, you have to maintain a lifestyle that is sustainable. If you are studying for 10 hours on for 2 weeks, and if you become sick after that because of your very strenuous schedule, then it is not worth it. It should be sustainable from your time point of view, from your diet, from your exercise, from your mental space. For everything, your schedule should be sustainable. So I think that sustainability and broad consistency is key rather than a fixed number of hours.
Okay, fine. And nowadays, Krishna, without mastering current affairs, no one can clear this UPSC examination. Be it prelims, mains, and interview, nearly 50 or more than 50 percentage is current related things. So, how you mastered this current affairs? What were your strategies to study for current affairs? Because your answer will be beneficial for thousands of aspirants.
So actually, the first and most important thing that I feel that everyone should do ideally is read newspaper. At least one quality newspaper which has unbiased reporting, which has consistent quality. So such a choice of any one newspaper should be their daily, it should be part of their daily schedule. And if you want to make notes out of it, or if you depend on some other monthly magazines, it's up to you. I don't think there's any harm or any good from it. It depends on the aspirant individually. But for everyone, what will only give them gains and will never be a loss is reading newspaper regularly. And sometimes I struggle to read it regularly because due to various things which happen, I was not very consistent, but I regret that. Maybe if I had been more regular, I would have cleared it in even attempt before. I can never say that. So the only thing I can speak of with certainty is the importance of regular newspaper reading.
So then, one more thing I would like to ask. You are from engineering background, but I think
Yes,
your
sir.
optional was sociology.
Anthropology, sir.
Anthropology. Okay. So, what forced you to take a non-engineering optional? Because nowadays, many students are asking that why can't we take our engineering option or why can't we take mathematics? I generally dissuade them from that. I ask them to take the so-called popular options, which in which anthropology is one of the options. So, what inspired you to take anthropology, and why you came out of this engineering or mathematics related options?
So initially, I had taken geography as an optional, and I gave my first mains with geography. For me, it was just interest. I did not want to go back to engineering, even though engineering is a very good field. My particular field was also not there. The electronics and communication is not a part of the optional. But like you mentioned, you can also take mathematics, which is related. But I wanted to learn something different. I am actually a curious person. I like to learn new things, and by virtue of that, I felt interested in geography and I had taken that up. But then the first means when I couldn't go through, I decided to switch optionals. And it was at that point that I read Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. And that was very close to the anthropology syllabus. And it deals with the history of mankind, which is very closely aligned with anthropology as a subject. So it was that book actually that pushed me to take this up. And there were also a few toppers who had vouched for anthropology as a scoring subject as well. So because of these aspects, I decided to take up anthropology. And bottom line is, it was my genuine interest and curiosity in the subject.
And in your victorious journey, Shankar IAS Academy, Thiruvananthapuram, played a role in that. So, can you just explain what was your experience with the Shankar IAS Academy?
Yes, sir, sure. Sir, actually, the first time I approached Shankar IAS was after not clearing the third attempt. And I realized that you can never rely on interview scores because it can go either side. It's a lot of it is based on luck, to be honest. It depends on how your day goes. If you have a good day, then you'll perform really well and get high scores. It can go the other way as well. So I wanted a very an academy which has, I believed, have very strong focus on memes and answer writing and content rich answer writing that would push up my main score so that it would not rely just on interview. So that was when I actually contacted Lina ma'am and I wanted to join the mains test series after the prelims. And it was in the 2022 attempt that I managed to improve my scores a lot in GS. Uh, my kind of study is that I focus more on GS rather than the optional, and I could improve my marks by 30 marks, and almost I reached 429 in the total GS. And I think that's because of the kind of answer writing and the mains test series which I had opted for during the 2022 attempt, and that has helped me even in the future attempt. That is, even in this attempt, I had taken the mains answer writing program this year as well, but following it up from 2022 onwards, because of the proper feedback and the good quality answer keys that was provided in the test series, that has helped me a lot in improving my main scores, especially for GS.
And Krishna, I think that you had a brief stint as a mentor also in Shankar IAS Academy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, from that experience, let me ask a question. How crucial is mentoring nowadays for the aspirants? Earlier, it was conventional time, it was classroom, just teachers lecturing, that's all. Now, we all are having this mentoring. We are grooming the children through mentoring. So, how crucial is this mentoring for the aspirants?
Sir, I feel mentoring is important, but it should not be kind of a helicopter parenting kind of a mentorship. A lot of the mentorship that's happening now, I feel, is like that. And uh, I think a mentor should understand what the particular mentee needs. They may need some space to prepare on their own. They may need more of a spoon feeding because of different traits, personality traits of different people. So we should be we should understand what the aspirant actually needs, and the mentorship should be aligned to their needs rather than force feeding or forcefully making them attend all the mentorship sessions, making them do everything in a particular timetable. It should have a lot of flexibility built into it. So I think mentorship is important, but it should be tailored to suit the aspirants' needs.
Okay, not just like a template model.
Yes, that's what I believe, sir. I'm sorry, it's not a black and white answer.
No, no, no. It's a good thing only. Actually, your conversation is actually providing great insights into the preparation. Even though as faculties we are experienced with this, but our aspirants will be eager to listen you people, winners, because winners always are the role models. So automatically they will be waiting for your words only. And genuinely, I feel that you are giving to an extent an enlightened talk, or you are providing good insights for future aspirants, and that's a very great talk from your side. And what's your dream service?
Dream service is administrative service, sir, but I'm not sure if I'll clear that because it usually gets over by the rank of 80.
Okay. So probably I heard that this time a lot of vacancies are there in foreign service also. So
Yes,
probably you may get that also. So
hopefully.
AFS is your second choice.
Yes, it's my second choice.
So I wish that you get IAS, or if not, IFS.
Thank you, sir.
And last question, from all our talk and all our experience, can you identify three essential qualities or traits for an aspirant through this tumultuous journey of ups and downs? What should?
So one would be consistency, because like I mentioned before as well, you have to be broadly consistent, even though not at a everyday level. The other would be fortitude, because it could be a very long journey and it could be filled with challenges, not just in the academic, in your UPSC uh, phase. It could also have a lot of personal challenges. So you have to overcome that also in order to prepare, especially because it might be a long journey. If you attempt and you clear in your first attempt, that may not be the case. But for most of us, it definitely becomes more than 3-4 years of a journey. So fortitude is very important to overcome the adversities which may arise. And the third, I think, would be discipline, because you have to have a certain level of discipline in order to be consistent, in order to have the fortitude aspect. So for any success, not just in UPSC, to succeed in anything, you need to discipline your mind and make yourself do certain things which you may not want to do. So yes, sir, these three.
And one more, Krishna, I just now only I got that. You gave full 6 attempts. That means almost 6-7 years for
Yes.
the preparation. And genuinely speaking, our society is not that broad enough to give the girls, especially, this much time for preparing for an examination and all. And I don't know whether you are married or not, but still I'm asking that. Many of my aspirants who are girls face the problem. One after 1 or 2 attempts, they reach 24 age, and the pressure for marriage and everything will from the family and all. And many used to drop their preparation in between.
Yes.
So, how supportive was your family, and what your general advice for girls, especially?
Sir, I also face this pressure from outside, not from my family. I have a very supportive family. My father, mother, and brother were always very supportive, and they never said this. But I got married after my fourth attempt, which was also very late for a girl. And my partner was also a UPSC aspirant. Sadly, he couldn't make it, like a lot of the aspirants don't. And he, as you would know, if the partner is a UPSC aspirant, they would know everything that this journey entails. So he has also been one of my biggest pillars of support, and my partner and his family as well have always supported me. So I am privileged to say that I have a huge support system, and I never bowed down to any pressures from outside, because even before, the pressure of marriage is a big reality, a sad reality for a lot of girls. And I did not bow down to any pressure, and I was also privileged to have a very good support system in terms of my parents, my partner, and his parents as well. So I'm privileged that way. And my advice, I don't think, should be to the girls. It should be to the people, to the family, to their family, because I don't think the girls would want to get married without having their dreams fulfilled. So I just hope that people in general and families in particular are more welcome to late marriages or no marriages or whatever their girl child wants. So it's up to the society and the families to change, and I hope that that change happens sooner rather than later.
Okay, nice talking with you, Krishna. I wish all success in your future endeavors, and
Thank you,
thanks
sir.
for giving your time for Shankar IAS Academy for this valuable interview. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, sir. Thank you, sir.